done. I really hope I don't regret this.
Okay, so I did it, right? My dumb ass went and signed up for a 100-mile marathon in February of 2021. I had a long way to go between now and then. And I'm not really sure what drove me to do it, other than it felt like it needed to be done. Like a lot of folks over the past few months, sitting here in these quarantines, and I wanted to get active, so I started going out on jogs and walks every day. And it got me to thinking about those things that I want to still do in life and how I haven't had a chance to do them because I don't ever take the time or put in the effort. So I decided I was going to put in the time and the effort. It's something I've talked about for doing for a really long time, and I never have gotten around to doing it. And so I said, screw it. And so I went and signed up for the Rocky Racoon 100. It's run out in Huntsville State Park, about 2 hours from here. It's in February. So I have like 200 and some change days to get ready. So today, I'm just out here, probably gonna do 3-4 miles, and I'm trying to do heart rate training, right? Heart rate training is not easy because you actually have to slow down way more than you would normally. And so, like right now, I'm doing a 15-minute mile. And I feel like I'm just shuffling along, and I kind of am. But my heart rate's already at the bottom of zone 3, and that's not where I want to be. I want to be more like in zone 2, right? Heart rate's actually tough to train to right now because my cardiovascular system's not in great shape. So that means that I have to run really slow. I mean, like I'm doing like between 15 and 16-minute miles right now, which is just ridiculous. And so it's part of the mental game, right? So right now, I'm actually in a pre-training phase, right? I got about a month or so until my prescribed training plan kicks in. So over the next month, my goal is to kind of do a pre-training base work, right? Like try and get my heart rate in some semblance of ready to train. Trying to dial in my diet a little bit more. Trying to get myself mentally ready. Everything I've read says that the hard part's actually not the running. The hard part's the mental aspect, because you could be moving for up to 30 hours straight. And so you go through the whole ups and downs and all the roller coasters. So I've got to get my mind right. I've got to get my diet right. I've got to get my body right. If I'm going to complete 100 miles in one go, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. It's going to take discipline, which for me is kind of the point of doing this, right? There are a million different reasons that people run 100 miles. For me, it's just for the experience. To see what I'm made of, to kind of put me in places where I'm uncomfortable and have to think through how exactly I intend that to work and what's going to make sense out of it, right? So other people run it because it's the next logical evolution in their endurance chase. I'm not really as concerned about that. There's mosquitoes out today. The 100-miler that I've chosen to run is a trail marathon, which means it's run off-road out in the woods to the state park, right? And so this weekend, I planned on going and running on some of the trails here in Austin. The problem is all the off-road trails here in Austin really are technically part of our park system, and our park system shut down for the 4th of July weekend for because of COVID, right? And so this is gonna be a really interesting time, which brings up another interesting aspect. I don't technically even know if this race is gonna happen in February. I mean, yeah, it's like 7 months off, 8 months off, whatever. But right now, I don't know that we're gonna be in any better shape then than we are now. One thing I do know is I'll be in better shape. See what I did there? But that brings us to, this point where basically for now, I'm gonna have to train on the roads, at least in the interim, which is cool, because I'm lucky I live in an area, it's only 6 miles from downtown, but as you saw, I've got some of these nice kind of like old unimproved, kind of single lane and a half asphalt roads that I can run on with plenty of trees and everything. So I'm at least getting, out around pollen, out around trees, because I got an allergy to certain types of trees. So I'll be able to get that part in. Back in the neighborhood. So yeah, it should be right at 3 miles right now. Oh, yep, lap 3. There we go. 3 miles. So I had to start walking because my heart rate was just way too high, but I got through 3.25 miles. My heart rate got into like the 150s though, which seriously, for my age, I want to keep between like 125 and 140-ish. When you're gonna do these ultra distance marathons, the vast majority of people do better training to heart rate, because that's what's gonna allow you to keep going the whole time. So you're not overtaxing your heart, you're not bonking out. So that's one aspect of it. So I've got about a month to get that part kind of started along a good path. It's not something you can reprogram or train overnight. Just like your diet's not something you can retrain overnight. It's like your body composition is not something you can retrain overnight. So this is all part of that experience. In getting to where, I'm able to do 100 miles without bonking or dying or whatever. It's gonna be a long, lonely road. Oh crap, I forgot. I'm supposed to do, I'm in this monthly challenge on this Facebook group that I'm in. I'm supposed to do 50 push-ups today.